I'm going back to very simple editing because YouTube for whatever reason will not stop ruining the quality of the videos that I take so long to edit, so that's done for now. Also, 2 of these opinions are opinions you've seen recently on this channel, but I've privated the video since, so you'll just have to hear them again. Anyway, it's been a while, but I'm completely preoccupied outside of this, and so are the people who've helped me with these videos. Anyway, these are just my opinions, and K-pop is not that deep. Differing opinions should not cause a war in the comments, and if that is the case, your comments will be deleted. I don't dislike Stamp on It, I just dislike the unit. I actually like Stamp on It a lot more than Step Back. Yeah, the song isn't anything crazy special, but it is a song I can listen to, and that I guess counts for something. My problem is just with this particular unit. I didn't engage with any of the promotional content. I literally watched the MV once and that was it. I just don't feel like this unit is a good fit. I personally feel like the chemistry isn't fully there, and I think they would have benefited from there being less gaps in the ages in the unit. Like Winter is 22 and Boa is 36. I'm not age shaming anyone, and I believe Boa has every right to be in a unit, but I think members all being so far in age, the banter just isn't up to par. I feel like they should just stick with rotating units where we can see IMO better combinations. I don't have a problem with the members, but I'd prefer they just do the rotating thing as SM stated. Like, imagine seeing Ningning and Yeri banter. That would be really slay. I feel like people are going to maybe judge me really hard on this, and I get it because I did a couple months ago declare Sserafim as my favorite 4th gen group, but I actually have gotten so bored of Sserafim, and I actually don't like the recent music at all. I think I was very hasty to stan and really love a 4th gen group, and I really enjoyed Fearless and eventually loved Antifragile, but I've just gotten bored with them, and I feel like there being a family dynamic is a little forced at this point. I didn't always feel that way, but as time has gone on, it feels like the dynamic is to compensate for the fact that Garam has been kicked out of the group. This album was a massive flop in my personal opinion, and that's sad to say because I loved the majority of their music before this recent release. I still enjoy the group, but I've gotten extremely bored with them. 50/50 are probably not going to be as big as Cupid. I've already kinda mentioned this in a previous video, but just because a group has a hit song or 2, that is not a guarantee that they will be a big group. We've seen multiple groups blow up from a hit song or 2 and hardly ever be spoken about again. This has especially been the case in the last couple of years. I could name groups upon groups who've had a hit song or 2 and have never had a hit since. Seeing people say they could win Roddy or even Saudi is crazy, as the song has been doing really well overseas but is doing okay in Korea. I do wish the best for them, but it's definitely ridiculous, and honestly I thought by now this would have been common sense. What is going on with the management of Red Velvet? Red Velvet for me is constantly having highs and lows, and it's getting harder for me to see a longer future for them with how things are going. This tour has been severely underplanned, from the timing of the ticket sales to the venue sizes. It's all just been a mess. Plus, with Joy understandably being absent for the grand majority of the tour, just feels very off, on top of the planning being terrible. They've been really bad about posting pics from certain tour days. Also, Red Velvet themselves are kinda not putting in the work. When they promote, they don't really do any promotional TikToks or just content with other idols, which we know at this point is almost necessary. Also, interacting with other idols during promo is only a positive and will only increase their presence. Their personal Instagram is extremely dead, seeing as they hardly post. They literally had a whole ass brand deal with Azarine, and SM waited a month to even post about it on their Instagram and hasn't posted about it since. Not even the members are promoting it. For them to be an almost 9-year-old group, this is just really unacceptable. Irene is their most popular member and never posts on Instagram or honestly at all, and it feels like she's honestly non-existent, even though her engagement is considerably higher than most of the other members. I've been a fan basically since their debut, and they are my alt group, but it's getting exhausting. I actually would have preferred the 5-member lineup for Baby Monster. This is really contradictory because I said in another video it would have been kinda cruel for YG to not debut all of the girls, given the fact that they've very clearly put out so much info on the girls, but after seeing the Baby Monster lineup that YG claims, and yes I said claims, to have been his original lineup, I think the 5-member lineup looked more engaging, and though yes 4 of the members would have still been minors, it still would have been better for there to be less minors, like 6 out of 7 of them are minors and Ruka and I are born the same year, but she's a little older and I still couldn't imagine being in a group with so many members that much younger. Either way, this still won't be a group I tune in for. I think the 5-member lineup looked more cohesive. Also, IDK7 just isn't a cute number to me. The lack of accountability. I find it really annoying how the concept of accountability seems to be such a foreign topic to K-pop stans. Time and time again, all I see is excuses when an idol is in a scandal for their own problematic behavior. Tired of watching people pretend as if certain things just aren't common knowledge and acting as if most of these idols aren't literal adults who know better. I honestly don't care for Maeve. I don't care for really anything AI related, honestly. That's the reason I'm not more into S, but I just personally don't like it. I feel like it takes away from an authentic connection between fans and members, especially in this case where all the members are AI, and I feel like Maeve is honestly just taking actual positions away from trainees who've probably trained for years, so that itself is just enough to make me avoid even giving them a chance altogether. That's it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Also follow my TikTok of the same name. Remember, K-pop is really not that deep and we should be able to have differing opinions. If you're being a weirdo in the comments, your comments will immediately be deleted.